Have you ever felt like your life was meant for something more? Like there was a bigger purpose calling you, even when everything around you felt impossible? Today, we're looking at a woman who rose from the most difficult beginnings to become one of the most powerful and influential people on the planet, Oprah Winfrey. But what if I told you her journey wasn't just luck, hard work, or good timing? What if her destiny was already written in her Zi Wei Dou Shu birth chart? Zi Wei Dou Shu is a 1,000-year-old Chinese astrological system that goes far deeper than sun signs or horoscopes. It maps your life using your exact birth time, gender, and lunar calendar. It reveals your strengths, weaknesses, karma, opportunities, and challenges across 12 distinct areas of life. And today, we're decoding Oprah's. Oprah was born on January 29, 1954, between 3 and 4:59 in the morning, making her a yin water snake. From that, we build her chart using the lunar system, placing the main stars, transformations, and auxiliary stars into 12 palaces. Let's start with her destiny palace, the foundation of the entire chart. In Oprah's destiny palace, we find Tianma, Yubai, and Tuoluo. Tianma is the horse star, constant motion, travel, energy, momentum. This is someone who is never still, who transforms through movement and evolution. UB is a refinement star, artistic expression, elegant communication, leadership with grace. Tuoluo, on the other hand, brings turbulence, chaos, struggle, but also resilience. So what does this mean? From the very beginning, Oprah's life was destined to be turbulent, full of movement and disruption. But she also had the charm, voice, and strength to ride that chaos and turn it into something meaningful. That's exactly what she did. Now let's look at her career palace. She has Tianfu, Zufu, and Tiankui here. Tianfu is the emperor's treasurer. It represents power, stability, authority. People with Tianfu in their career palace are often long-term leaders. Zufu is a supporting star, constant help from others, mentors, and networks. Tiankui is one of the noble stars, a gift of intelligence, creativity, and recognition. This shows us that Oprah wasn't just going to have a career she was meant to lead and be respected for it, and she'd have the support, intelligence, and drive to build a legacy. So, what about her wealth palace? In her wealth palace sits just one main star, Tianxiang, the mirror. This is a star of balance, diplomacy, and integrity. People with this placement often gain wealth not through force, but through trust, reputation, and relationships. It's wealth that, really reflects who they are. This tells us something profound. Oprah didn't chase wealth. It came as a result of her being trustworthy, authentic, and emotionally present with people. She didn't sell, she served. And wealth followed. Next, we explore her spouse palace. This one's fascinating. Here we find Wu Chu, Qisha, and Dikong. Wu Chu is the warrior of finance, rational, strategic, emotionally detached. Qisha is bold, independent, even combative. And Dikong is the void star, suggesting emotional emptiness or karmic detachment. Taken together, it shows that deep down, Oprah wasn't destined to prioritize romantic partnership. She may have companionship, but her karmic path didn't include traditional marriage. Her soul chose independence. Now let's move to her friend's palace. Here she has Tai Yin and Hua Ke. Tai Yin is the moon, intuition, emotion, feminine energy. Hua Ke is the transformation of recognition and reputation. And Tianxi, the star of beauty and popularity, is here too. This explains why she built strong emotional connections with women, with fans, with guests on her show. Her friendships and networks were emotionally rich, and they also enhanced her reputation. Now the happiness palace. This is where things really get powerful. She has Zi Wei, Po Jun, Hua Lu, Qing Yang, and Dijie here. Zi Wei is the emperor star, pure leadership and sole purpose. Po Jun is destruction and transformation, breaking down old systems to rebuild something new. Hua Lu is the transformation of wealth. Qing Yang is a blade, intense willpower, and Dijie is internal chaos. So what does this mean? Her soul found happiness through radical personal growth. She had to destroy parts of herself, limiting beliefs, trauma, old identities, to become the leader she was destined to be. Her joy came not from peace, but from purpose. And when she embraced that purpose, wealth naturally followed. Let's touch briefly on her health palace. She has Jumen and Huaquan, the power transformation here. Jumen is the storyteller, the speaker. Wen Q is also present. Intelligence, calmness, elegance. This tells us that for Oprah, even her health is tied to communication. Her ability to speak her truth and help others do the same was not just a career, it was healing. When Oprah speaks, she heals others, and herself. Now, the real estate palace has no major stars, and that's important too. It shows us her legacy isn't physical property or buildings. Her real estate is emotional. She owns space in people's minds, in their hearts, in their homes. That's more powerful than land. Her parents' palace holds Tianjilu Kunlingxing and Tianyao, a complex mix of intelligence, spiritual inheritance, instability, and karmic lessons. She had a tough upbringing, and this shows in her chart, but she transmuted that pain into something sacred. Finally, the siblings' palace shows Taiyang and Hongluan, suggesting leadership and charm, but also emotional distance. Now that we've looked at her entire chart, what's the story it tells? Oprah's soul came into this life with a destiny full of turbulence, but with the internal strength and charisma to transform it. She wasn't meant to follow tradition. She was meant to lead, to speak, to rise, and to heal the world by healing herself. Every palace tells the same story. Her power came from self-awareness, voice, and spiritual growth. This is the power of Zi Wei Dou Shu. And now, the question is, what's written in your chart? If you want to learn astrology, Zi Wei Dou Shu, click on the link in the description or in our YouTube header.